If you survived it, what are you doing now? If you survived it, that means no matter what comes your way, you're gonna overcome it. You're gonna overcome it. As a child, I didn't know exactly what it meant to have a peace of mind. I didn't know exactly what it meant to have faith of a mustard seed. But when you start going through things in your life, and storms get to raging, you start understanding just what mama said, just what your parents try to tell you. You understand all of that. And in this lifetime right now, a peace of mind is the best thing you can ever have. Especially when you went through this and you went through that. And you got through this and you got through that. Because you survived it. Your prompt for this week is when you look back over your life, where can you identify a blessing in the sky? Write that down. When you look back over your life, identify where there's a blessing in the sky. It's faith. It's God. Write that down. So you will know where God has brought you from and where God is taking you. And you'll understand, as my mom used to say, by and by. Your prompt for this week. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. I'm just tapping in to do a follow-up from earlier today. Hey, cuz. Thanks for tuning in, Brittany. Thanks. I'm just tapping in because if you watch Sunday morning motivation this morning, I gave a prompt. The question was, what are 3 things that you are grateful for in this life right now? Think about that. 3 things. If you had to name 3 things that you were grateful for right now, what would you say? Man, there's so many places I can go with that question because I'm grateful for family. I'm grateful for friends. I'm grateful for a lot of things. I'm grateful for life in itself. I'm grateful to be able to have this platform to shine a light on people. There's so many reasons why I'm glad that God has allowed me to still be here. So to me, that is a broad question. When you ask me, what are you grateful for? What are you thankful for? Because that can mean so many things. So many things. When you start thinking about, you know what, God, I'm grateful for shelter. I'm grateful for lights, water, Wi-Fi. It's so many things that you can say, you know what, I'm grateful for. But when you start getting older, you start thinking about those things. You're like, man, I'm just glad that God opened my eyes this morning. You really start understanding why people say the things they say, especially the older generation. And you wish that you would have listened to some of those things that they said. Because believe it or not, the older generation has a lot of wisdom. I didn't know what a peace of mind was until I became an adult, honestly. But all I want now is peace in my life. I don't want to have to deal with mess. I don't want to have to deal with drama. I will walk away from a lot of situations that interrupt my peace. That is so important. But everybody, as you go through, you finish your night and you prepare for tomorrow for Monday motivational, think about the things that you are grateful for. Think about it. And start to live in that life and appreciate the people in your life that you are grateful for. Because I'm telling you, tomorrow is never promised. But we live every day as if tomorrow is. Make your 24 hours count. If it ain't nothing but calling somebody and telling them you love them. If it ain't nothing but doing some type of kind gesture for somebody. You never know what people going through in this life. People need people to uplift them to the next level. And that's just not about the riches. That's not about the fame. That's about period. People need somebody to tell them, I'm proud of you. People need somebody to tell them, you know what, keep going. Don't give up. You're doing the best that you can. What's wrong with uplifting each other? Nothing wrong with that. Nothing. Everybody needs that in their lives. Everybody. Hi, Brian. How you doing? Thanks for tuning in. You know that, cuz God, maturity, and family. Yes, maturity is very important. Because a lot of us don't even know what that word means, even if it was looked up in the dictionary. But it takes maturity in order for you to surpass some of the situations that you go through in life. And if you don't put God in front of everything that you do, man, you just lost out there in this world. You lost out there in that world, for real. Let me go ahead and say I don't own the rights to this music. But if you don't put God first in your life, ain't nothing in your life gonna move, believe me. Every day we put on masks and we get out here and we live our lives, and we can be going through so much in our lives, but we still continue to push. We still continue to be the better version of ourselves for our family, for our children, for our grandchildren. It's time for us to be heard. It's time for us to start healing from these situations that are dragging us down. If it's not bringing you no good in your life, let it go. Let it go. Because regardless of who's in your life and who's not in your life, guess what? God is going to be there for you. Even if you left with just God, guess what? If it's still going to be good, it's okay to reroute. It's okay to change the address that you put in your GPS to something else. It's okay to reroute. God already know your destination, but the problem is we keep rewriting our story. But it's okay. It's okay for you to rewrite that story as long as you still stay on course. We have to start doing better, everybody. We have to really stand on the fact that we have things in our lives that we're grateful for, and we have to start cherishing those moments. How many of y'all out there have had people in your lives that was like the matriarch of your family, like a grandmother or a great grandmother, and now they're gone? Do you know when the older generation go, it seems like the family just dies down, the dynamic changes, and then you just don't know what family is anymore. It's a lot of people that's going on to the other side that I miss. And boy, if I can just make a phone call to somebody in heaven right now today, oh man, I have so much to say. I've been through so many things that only they would understand. Only they would understand what I mean and how I'm feeling. But as you close your eyes tonight, you go down on your knees and you pray. You don't only pray for yourself and your family and your friends, that everybody that's surrounded you. Pray for your enemies. Pray for the people that's talking against you. Pray for the people that's throwing dirt in your name. Pray for everybody. Everybody. Don't be selfish with your prayers, because God blesses everybody. God sees all. He knows all. And don't worry about people talking about you. Don't worry about people throwing dirt on your name, because you know what? God has the last say in everything. Go down on your knees tonight and you pray for everyone and everything. And pray that God will allow you to wake up in the morning to face another 24 hours of success. I pray that God touches every single person that's in my pathway, and nothing but good things come your way, tenfold, no matter what you go through. Everything is going to be all right. Trust me. If nobody's told you that they're proud of you, guess what? I am. Keep going, keep pushing, no matter what comes your way, because God has that plan laid out for you. All you gotta do is just walk in your purpose, and everything is gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. Now, I ain't gonna lie, these past few weeks has been rough for me. God is still good. God is still good, and I'm still standing. I'm still standing because this is what I'm supposed to do. This is what He wants me to do. This is what I desire to do. So guess what? God got my back. So I hope that you've enjoyed this little dose of motivation, and this has allowed you to think about those things that you're grateful for, and now start pointing to those things that you are grateful for, because you know that tomorrow is not promised. Now tomorrow, after you say your prayers tonight, wake up, tune into Motivational Monday, 9 o'clock though. Get another dose. Make sure you pray for everybody around you. And when you open your eyes in the morning, you say thank you. Let those words be the first words that come out your mouth when you open your eyes. Thank you. Thank you, because you know it was His grace and mercy that had you to wake up in the beginning. His grace and mercy. Every day God allows us to get up. Every day God extends grace to us. All the things that we do in our life, and God still loves us. Come on, y'all. We got to do better. We got to do better. We got to stop bringing one another down. Instead, try to help each other rise to the top. But y'all, here I am on my soapbox. I hope that you have enjoyed this dose of motivation for Sunday. And I hope that this will allow you to think about everything that you've been through in your life. And don't look back. Don't look back. That's not what God wants you to do. He don't want you to look back. Keep your eyes on the prize. Keep your eyes on the prize and know that God got His hands on you. No matter what you go through, because when you got favor over your life, when you got a praying grandma or a praying mama, ain't nothing gonna be able to touch you. Nothing. That favor is something serious, y'all. Serious. And I didn't know what that meant either until I became an adult. What favor over your life means. So y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. And I hope that God makes everything in your life come true. Just submit the request and watch Him move in your life. So until next time, continue to break the silence in your own lives and be the better version of yourself and make every day. Later, guys. Have a good night. If you didn't have the bad things that happen in your life, where would you be? Where would you be? How would life be for you if you did not go through nothing in your life? Ask yourself that. We need the pain in our lives to enjoy happiness in our lives. To be grateful, thankful for everything that you've been through in your life, because everything was necessary. It was part of God's plan. It was only to make you stronger. It was only to make you a better person. Be grateful for all the experiences, the good and the bad. Don't beat yourself up so much, because you are the person you are today because of those experiences. God's still working on you.